my outlook is based on, not on faith, but on the actual encounter that I had in '74 with a mysterious, powerful, rational mind, which was unfathomable to me as to what it was, for what it called itself. It seemed to resemble Ubik in many respects. Ubik, the entity that I had written about in the novel by that title.
When you say an encounter, was this a sort of hallucination or a vision or something?
It was an invasion of my mind by a transcendently rational mind. It was almost as if I had been insane all my life, and suddenly I had become sane. Now, I've actually thought of that as a possibility, that I actually had been psychotic until 1974, from 1928 when I was born until March of 1974. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, I may have been somewhat whacked out, and somewhat eccentric for years and years and years. But I wasn't all that crazy, because I'd been given Rorschach tests and so on. This was a rational mind that was not a human rational mind. It was more like an artificial intelligence. Now, I don't pretend to know what it was. On Thursdays and Saturdays, I think it was God. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I think that it was extraterrestrials. Sometimes I think it was the Soviet Union, the Academy of Sciences, was trying out their psychotronic microwave telepathic I thought about that. I tried different theories,
Yeah.
I tried every theory. I thought of the Rosicrucians, I thought of the Russians, I thought of extraterrestrials, I thought of God, I thought of Christ.
Was this something you heard then, or was it more than that?
Well,
the experience.
It invaded my mind and assumed control of my motor centers and did my acting and thinking for me.
But you had your own consciousness there as well.
Yeah, but I was a spectator to it.
Oh.
And it first of all, it set about healing me physically, and my little 4-year-old boy, had undiagnosed birth defect. And this mind, whose identity was totally obscured to me. I even thought it might have been Elijah, it might have been the Holy Spirit. I thought of everything. All I can say is I don't know. Was that it was equipped with tremendous technical knowledge, engineering knowledge, medical knowledge, cosmological knowledge, philosophical knowledge, and then, having healed me, calmed me, she presented me with the beatific vision. She showed me a garden of such beauty that I could not believe it existed. And I walked around in it. I was actually in it. She transformed the landscape for me. Palm trees, beauty of indescribable beauty, just indescribable beauty. And she said, when you get old and are dying, I will come back for you and take you here. But she said, I will not come back until then. She says, I have to leave now. So, I don't know who she was. She appeared as Aphrodite at one point. At one time, I said, who are you? Tell me who you are, for God's sake. Tell me who you are. And she said, think of me as Diana. She said, for me, everything is permitted. Diana, I looked up Diana. She turns out she was the Roman patroness of slaves. She was loved by the lower classes.